Hi guys, Jimbo here, the driving test guy, New South Wales, helping you pass your New South Wales driving test first go, hopefully. Okay folks, so today we're going to have a look at a test route at Liverpool Service New South Wales. Now for those that are familiar with the Liverpool area, the Service New South Wales is located at the Grove Homemaker Centre, which is on Orange Grove Road. And the test will generally come out of there and go right up Cumberland Highway or left eventually up Hume Highway. And they generally use the areas of Canley Heights, Canley Vale, Cabramatta, Warwick Farm. The style of today's video is not a mock test. Let's call it more a run-through. I will drive through a test route and I'll explain all the things that you need to know on this particular route. But before we do that, you guessed it, here are my announcements. Now, if you would like to book an actual mock driving test with me, you can do so by going to my website, the Driving Test Guy in New South Wales.
On the website, click Services, click Mock Test, then select the test centre that I offer. Gregory Hills, Macarthur, Edmondson Park and Macquarie Fields. Once you've clicked the desired test centre, then just find a date and follow directions to complete the booking.
Okay, so if you have used my videos and passed and would like to say thank you or support this channel, you can do so by buying me a coffee. The link for this is in the description below. Thank you so much for those who have supported this channel. Okay, let's head over to Liverpool and get you ready for your Liverpool driving test.
Okay, to get to the centre, I'm heading south on the Cumberland Highway, turning left at the lights at the Grove Homemaker Centre where McDonald's is. Left signal, green light, we make the turn into the left lane. Now we travel along for a little bit. Now normally you will take a first left and then an immediate right where the Bing Lee sign is and go through the car park. But today that entry was blocked off, so we're going to continue straight along this road. Got a speed hump, then we've got a crossing. No one's walking. Now, going to turn left at the roundabout, left signal. We'll check the roundabout. There's no risk of collision. That's good. And then we've got to turn right. It's got to check that it's safe. Looks good. That car is parking. And we turn right. We've got to go around this van. Right signal, right shoulder, left signal, left shoulder back in. Now we've got to queue up with the traffic. This is typical when they put Service New South Wales in shopping centre car parks. The car park is a driving test. So we follow along ahead. Just be careful for any other car that might back out on you and be ready for it. Up ahead we have a crossing. If you look on the left, we can see a pedestrian that's heading for us, but he turns around, so that side's good. We check the right side, that's good, and we continue straight ahead. If you look ahead on the right-hand side, they are the driving test bays. Now, I highly recommend that you reverse into one. So, we'll swing around, we'll pop the car into reverse, check around that it's safe, looking out the back, and we reverse into the bay. You will not need to do this on your driving test. At the end of the driving test, you just go forward in. Once you've parked, lock up, grab all the paperwork that you need, and head over to the crossing where the Service New South Wales office is.
Now, once you come out of the test centre with the examiner, you get in the car, put your belt on, and they're going to get you to operate your signals and brake lights. Okay, now I've done a lot of videos on that already, so I won't cover that here. Now, the examiner gets in the car, make sure your belt and their belts are clicked in, and they'll explain a few things. They're going to ask you, are you ready? If everything's good, you say yes, and then you start the car. Make sure your foot brake's on, it's in park, handbrake's on, and you start the car. Once you've started the car, put it into drive, handbrake off. If it automatically goes off, just let it go off. When you leave the bay, make sure you signal 5 seconds, put the signal on for 5 seconds, and then you check that it's safe. You might have to push out a bit to see better. Make sure it's safe. Make sure when you turn, you don't crunch the car beside you. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so check that your car is in park. So it will start the car, put the car into drive. If the handbrake needs to be taken off, take it off. For pulling out to the left, I use a left signal. Signal 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5. Edge out a little bit. Let's check to the right. That's safe. And off we go. Now, as you head down here, just keep the speed under 20 k's an hour and be ready for a car that's parked on the left to start backing out on you. Up ahead, we have the crossing. We have a learner car in front waiting for the pedestrian. That car's now moving. We'll now have a look ourselves. We check to the right, we see a pedestrian. We need to give way to that pedestrian. We check to the left. There's no one approaching from the left. Check the right, there was a guy, but that guy has walked the other way and we're good to go. Always check these cars on the left. Check them on the right. Make sure no one's backing out on you. Got our left signal on. We turn left here. Keep this section clear. There is room to fit. We'll head down to the roundabout and we'll be turning right. We have our right signal on. We move up. Let's check to see if it's safe to enter the roundabout. At this point it is. Enter the roundabout. Keep your eye on the blue car. Round we go. Keep your tyres off the island and we'll exit into this lane. Now, we've got a speed bump and then another crossing. Okay, no one is walking at the crossing. Proceed straight. Keep your eye on anybody coming out of side streets. Okay, our first hazard of the day is the white car. We ease off, cover our brake. Now, I suggest we stay in this lane because you're either going to go left or right. We're going right today, so I suggest we stay in this lane. We give the car in front a bit of room. You can see a little bit of road behind the tyre tread. Don't go right up on the bump. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll cut forward to when the light goes green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the light has gone green and we're now moving. This is a dual turning lane, so make sure you stay in the same lane as you turn. Do not cross into the other lane. Now, this road is the Cumberland Highway and the speed limit is 70. So we can pick our speed up a little bit. Make sure you keep your 3-second crash avoid space with the car in front. If a car does pull in front of you, slow down and rebuild that space. Now this road is currently 2 lanes, but a little bit further up, a 3rd lane gets added on the right hand side. And we'll recommend that we will change lanes. So let's do that now. We'll check our mirrors, put the right signal on, check our shoulder, and we now move into what is now the middle lane. Stay in this lane until your next instruction. Up ahead a set of lights, prepare for the yellow as always. That one stayed green. We continue straight ahead. Up ahead is another set of traffic lights. We will be proceeding straight ahead. This light is red, so we are going to pull up behind the car. As I pulled up behind the car, this car on the right pulls up beside me. It's the police. I thought they'd come to arrest me, but they're waving. And the guy actually shows me he's been watching my videos. And then he yells out, "Love your work." Hey guys, I love your work as well. Fantastic. Keep up the good work. Okay folks, so back on with the test route. We're now waiting for the light to go green, and it has now gone green, and we're going to proceed. Now because we're all a bit close to each other, you've got to rebuild the 3-second gap. So let the car get away and rebuild the 3-second gap. Now, a reminder that the speed limit along Cumberland Highway is 70. So I recommend if the traffic is moving along, you get up to at least 65 kilometers an hour. Be about 5 k's under the posted speed limit, and that will be fine for a driving test. However, if the traffic starts slowing down, your first priority is to keep the 3-second gap. Okay? Now, at this point, we're back to 2 lanes, and we're starting to come up to some driveways on the left side. So what you need to do is check all the driveways on the left side for anybody who's coming out or backing out of a driveway, and be ready for them. You do not want your testing officer helping you out on the driving test. Okay, we're preparing for yellow. It did go yellow, but we're way too close to stop, so we proceeded. A reminder that I do not need you to stop at every yellow light, only when it is safe. That means you've got enough room and there's no risk of any car behind hitting you. Now, on this route, the next instruction is to take the next left. We're going to need to move into the left lane, which is going to be added on. Mirrors indicator, I do not need you to do a shoulder because we're very close to the curb, but turn the signal off to reduce confusion with all the driveways. When you get closer, put the signal back on, prepare for the yellow, it stay green, and I want you to jump directly to the right hand lane. Now this road is St. John's Road and the speed limit is 60. These two lanes do a zipper merge, so you should watch my video on how to do a zipper merge. Now, as you drive along here, continually check for hazards. Check all the driveways, check all the side streets. If there is a hazard, react. Like now, cover the brake in case that black car pulled out in front of you. Okay, the instruction on this route is to take the next right. Check the mirrors, put the right signal on. We give way to oncoming traffic. Nobody's there. We can complete the turn. This is Basildon Road. So we proceed straight and the instruction is, at the end, we're going to turn left. Check the mirrors, left signal. Do not need a left shoulder. We're close to the curb. There's no stop sign. Treat it like a giveaway. If no one's there, roll through. We are now going to perform the 3-point turn. Mirror left signal shoulder. Pull in, get the left tires onto the gutter. Okay, now we sit, check the mirrors, put the right signal on for 5 seconds. Once that's done, we'll check over our right hand shoulder. Full right steer, head to the other side, don't hit the curb or go up the driveway. Full left steer, put in reverse, check 360 around, if safe, check out the back, check out the front, check out the back, check out the front, check out the back, check out the front. When you got room to get around, full right steer, into drive, check 360 around. If you want more information on 3-point turn, then watch one of my videos. We're on Peterlee Road and we're about to turn left. Mirror, left signal. We don't need a shoulder again as we're close to the curb and there's a parked car. We now turn into Bird Street, Bird with a Y. It's 50. Continue to check all the driveways, check all the side streets. Get ready for that random person who decides to pull out on you. Up ahead at the end, the instruction is that we will be turning right. So in the meantime, just proceed. As we get a bit closer, we'll check the mirrors. We'll put the right signal on. Now, this is a T intersection. Again, there's no stop sign or stop line. We will treat this like a giveaway. This intersection has bad vision. So when the vision's bad, just edge in very slowly until you can see. You can see on the left, there's a white car approaching. Check the right. That's now safe. We complete the turn. This road is Canley Vale Road and it is 60 kilometers per hour speed limit. Continue to check all the side streets, check all the driveways. Maintain a speed of up to 55. Now, we're coming up to a set of traffic lights at the Cumberland Highway. We will be proceeding straight. The traffic's queuing a little bit, so we just wait behind the car. Looks like the light's gone green, and we're going to proceed straight. Now, there's two things we need to consider. We're coming up to a school zone, and we also need to get ready for the yellow. Okay, so it's still green, but it's gone yellow, and we can stop, so you do stop. Now, had I gone through that yellow like that white car did, I would have an F1 fail item. Okay, now let's pause. So far, this test route has been pretty easy. We've had a little bit of the Cumberland Highway driving straight. We turned left into the residential. It was pretty quiet. We did a 3-point turn. Everything's rosy. But we're about to enter the town section of Canley Heights. And this is where things can start to go wrong. There's a lot more traffic, there's pedestrians, and things can just be a little bit more unpredictable. So let's cut forward to the green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so our light goes green, we check right, we check left. Make sure you move the head in what I call the first on red check. Okay, now you need to notice, firstly, the school zone ends. But we are now coming in to a 40 area, which is 40 all the time. Okay? Now, because there's the town, there's lots of shops, there's lots of cars that could pull out on you. Be ready for them. Up ahead, we have a cross street. We need to keep track of the white van on the left and the silver car on the right. But a bit further up is a crossing. Now, if someone's crossing and there's a car waiting, a second car waiting behind the first car will block the intersection. So if there's a car already at the crossing, wait back here so you do not block the intersection, which will give you an F15 fail item. We head up, we have a look around. There is a pedestrian, so we will wait here. And if you're the second car behind, wait back behind the intersection. There appears to be no other walkers, so we can proceed. Keep checking for cars that might pull out from the side or anybody who might walk out. We have another speed bump crossing. Today, no one's walking. We check the cross street's fine. Now, at this point, this is where it would be kind of easy to pick up and go over 40. You must remember that it is 40 zone through here. Okay, now we come up to another speed bump crossing. Again, we check, nobody's there, and then we pick it up again. Again, we need to be careful that you do not take it over the 40 speed limit, because if it's going to happen here. Okay, so we've got a 25 with the speed bump, and you can see there is the end 40 area. So it's now back to 60. We are going to take the next right-hand turn. So check the mirrors, put indicator on. Because there's a painted island there, you check your right shoulder, blind spot head check. We'll pull up behind the blue car, and we will wait for the blue car to turn. The blue car has a couple of cars to wait for. As that blue car edges up, we can move up a bit with them. Okay, we move up, we have a look. There is an approaching vehicle. So we'll wait for that car. Looks like a gap after it, and we complete the turn. Do not drive over this island. This is Gladstone Street, and it is 50k residential. We're going to take the next left, mirror left signal. Let's check to see if the roundabout's safe. Yes, that's safe. And we turn now left into Torrens Street. Again, it's 50 zone, just not too quick through here. Keep checking all the driveways and all the side streets for that random car that might pull out in front of you. Just keep an eye on these parked cars. This road is pretty wide in comparison to other roads. You need to give these parked cars at least a metre space. So in this particular street, it's not a big issue. We're going to take the next left turn. So mirror, left signal. I don't think we need to do a left blind spot check because we are close to the curb. Okay, we turn left into Burdett Street. Again, it is 50 zone. Up ahead, we're going to turn right, mirror right signal. It's got a giveaway sign. This is Canley Vale Road, and it can be a little bit busy. Push in sufficiently to see. It's clear after the white car. Give way in front, give way to the right, and complete the turn when safe. This is Canley Vale Road. Now, this road is a wider road, so if we need to turn left, you may need to do a left blind spot head check. But it depends if there's parked cars that are parked just before you are about to move over. So if you look up ahead, we are going to turn left. We are in the right-hand side of the lane, but we need to move over to the left to make the left turn. Because there's parked cars here, it blocks the blind spot area when we move over. So we actually do not need to check over left shoulder. Okay, so got our signal on, just move straight over and they will not mark a left shoulder check. If you did do the left shoulder check, that's fine, but they wouldn't mark it because of that parked car. Let's cut forward to the green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the light goes green, we have a green arrow, and we proceed. Okay, you can check the intersection. We are the second car. They won't mark that check, but you need to check just from a hazard point of view. This is Sackville Street, and the speed limit is 60. I suggest you stay in this lane because you are going to be asked to turn left. Okay, so your testing officer says about now, let's turn left. Check the mirrors, indicator. We do not need a left blind spot check. We're close to the curb. We turn left into Queen Street. Now the speed limit here is 50 k's, so we're now back into the residential. Okay, now, again, give the parked cars a little bit of space. Watch for anyone backing out of driveways, coming out of side streets, okay? Now, this particular test route is a 3-point turn route. You will not be asked to do a reverse parallel park. But let's do one anyway. Mirror left signal, check the shoulder, pull in beside the vehicle. Select reverse, check around the car, 360 check, and as you back backwards, you check in the back, then check the front. Watch for that car, check the back, check the front. Then check the back, check the front. So the check they're marking is the checking out of the back window. They're not marking you checking out the front or the camera or the mirrors. They're only marking that you check with your eyeballs out the back window. Okay? Now, if you want to see a more detailed version of the reverse parallel park, well then go into my video library and you will find one there. This maneuver doesn't need you to shut down, so once you finish, say done. Then we back out, check around, and again, check the back, then check the front. Check the back, check the front. Keep checking the back window with your eyeballs. Okay, when you pull out, mirror, 5 seconds on the signal. 2, 3, 4, 5. Check the shoulder, and when it's safe, pull out. Okay, so if you want a more detailed version of the reverse park, go to my video library. Okay, let's proceed straight ahead. This is Queen Street, 50 k's an hour. Now, we're going to perform the curb stop maneuver. Okay, so we'll check the mirrors, we'll put the left signal on, check your left shoulder, move into the curb, get your left tires on the gutter, and don't touch the phone if you are on your L's. Shut the car down, handbrake, park, indicator off, engine off. If your handbrake goes on by itself, let it do its thing. You restart the car, foot brake on, start the car, pop it into drive, handbrake off. If it automatically goes off, let it do its thing. Mirror, indicate 5 seconds. 4, 5, check your right shoulder, blind spot head check. If safe, then pull out. If you want a more detailed version of the curb stop maneuver, again, go to my video library. Okay, so we continue along Queen Street and we're coming up to a cross street and we have another alert. Stop sign! Now you must stop with your bumper within 1 meter of the line and you must stop. If you can't see, push out a little bit like I'm doing. When you can see enough, just be very careful when it's really bad vision. Make sure you get out far enough to see, but not too far where you block the road. Again, if you want more information on how to deal with bad vision intersections, then go to my video library. Now, we continue to drive along Queen Street. The speed limit is 50. Give the parked cars at least a meter space and keep watching for that car that might pull out from a driveway or a side street. Now, the next instruction is that at the T intersection, at the end, we are going to turn left. So mirror indicator, again, no left shoulder needed here. Note that we have another stop sign. You can bend around to the left, but stop with 1 meter. Make sure the car actually stops. Let's have a look, push up a bit to see better. We can see it's safe and we complete the turn. We're now turned onto Salisbury Street and the speed limit is still 50 k's an hour. Do the same as before, give the parked cars a meter space, check all your side streets, check all your driveways. Now, up at the next intersection, the instruction is that we are going to turn left. So mirror left signal, again, another stop sign. This is the third stop sign we've just had. Make sure you stop with a bounce. Now, those parked cars there are blocking our view. Push up a little bit. Just gonna push that a little bit more. You got that one car there. Got another car coming. Again, make sure you've pushed into C, but without blocking the road. Okay, that little bit more, I can see that's safe. Great, let's complete the turn. We're back again on Canley Vale Road, and we're gonna turn right again. Mirror indicator, check the shoulder, because that's a painted island. Push up to the end there. We give way to the oncoming traffic. A couple of vehicles there. When that's safe, we will complete the turn. We turn into Gladstone Street and the speed limit is 50 k's an hour. At the roundabout, we are going to proceed straight ahead. Always check behind, on the brake, let's check the roundabout. There is no risk of collision. These roundabouts are so small, I don't worry about the exit signal. It's a little tight here with these parked cars, so I've gone a little bit slower through. I'm not able to give them the meter space. Check the roundabout, we'll proceed straight. Again, I wouldn't worry about the exit signal on these smaller one-lane roundabouts. You can do it if you want, but they won't mark it. Same with this one, we'll go straight ahead. Look safe, proceed, and I won't worry about the exit signal. At the cross street, we are going to turn right signal on. Now, with this cross street, we are on what I call priority. Normally, I would push into the intersection, but because of that bus, I'm waiting back a bit. Now the bus is clear, I'll push into the intersection, keep the car and wheels straight while waiting for a gap. When it's clear, we turn. Make sure you don't hit the island. Try and avoid the center line if you can. If there are vehicles parked, like that white car, and there is absolutely no room, you certainly are then okay to go over that center unbroken line, but only if there is no room. Continue to check for hazards, driveways and side streets. Just keep looking side to side. Now, if there is a hazard, you need to react. So as we drive up here, we're looking side to side and we see a hazard. Cover the brake in case that guy pulls out in front of you. That covering the brake, the backing off, is being noticed by your testing officer, and you are getting bonus points for reacting to that hazard. Up at the end, we are going to turn left. So we check our mirrors, put the indicator on. Again, we don't need a left blind spot check here. The road's pretty narrow. It's a T, there's no stop sign. We can treat it like a give way. Now, I want 2 lanes clear before you go. This is Cumberland Highway. Only turn with 2 lanes clear. If you go with 1 lane clear, that second lane might change lanes and hit you. Okay, back on Cumberland Highway, it is 70 zone. Okay, so pulling up to a set of lights, the light is red, and we will stop behind the car and we will cut forward to the green light.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the light goes green. Now I'm just going to speed this video up. Pretty much you are going straight back to the test center. Just stay in this lane, keep under the speed limit, keep your 3-second crash avoid space, and always keep an eye on anybody who's about to do something randomly dangerous around you. Okay? Eventually, when you come up to the set of lights where McDonald's is, they will ask you to turn left. Okay, so here we are coming up to McDonald's. The examiner has said turn left, mirror left signal, move into the turn lane. You will not need a left blind spot head check there. You're up against the curb. Get ready for the light to go yellow. This stay green. Turn into the left lane. Now, normally you will be asked to turn left here and then right at the Bing Lee sign, but that's closed today. So we're going to proceed straight. We've got a speed hump. We've also got a crossing. No one's walking. At the roundabout, we are going to turn left. Left signal. Just check that that's safe. Yep. Now, we're going to turn right here. The guy on the left's got to keep clear line, so he's queued up. Allows us to get in there. Head straight ahead. Now, check for any cars that are going to pull out of their bay. Be ready for them. You've now got the crossing. Have a look. That person on the right is good. That person on the left is good. It's safe to proceed. Down the end are the test bays on the right-hand side, and your testing officer will ask you to just go forward in. So as you get a bit closer, you can pop on your right-hand signal and pick an empty bay and then just go forward in. They do not mark this park, so if it's not quite straight on the line, that's fine. Shut the car down, secure the vehicle, and then go inside with the examiner and get your result.
Okay, folks, so that's one of the test routes at Liverpool Service New South Wales. One of the ones that take you up to the Canley Heights area. Now, this particular route I would rate between 0 and 10, 0 being easy, 10 being hard, about 6 out of 10. I don't think it's an extremely hard route. There's a few things that are missing that can make test routes hard. There are no turning right at lights without a green arrow. That's always a bit tricky. There are no really busy roundabouts that you've got to try and get into. There are a few traffic issues around Canley Heights. There are a few stop signs that can trip you. There are a couple of right turns at T intersections that can be potentially busy, such as on Canley Vale Road. But other than that, it's actually quite an easy test route. Okay, folks, so if you like this channel, please subscribe, press the notification bell and the like button, and please leave a comment. Please tell me if you're using my videos and that you've passed. And remember the most important thing, stay safe.